Thanks for tuning in to the Elwin channel, a place where we discuss all topics ranging from life, health, history, to design. We humans believe we know it all. When you think about the vastness of the universe, you begin to realize we know nothing other than the limitations of our own environment. Toron Lee Dewar, British author. Interesting fact number 1. The largest moon pertaining to the planet Neptune, known as Triton, is the one and only moon that mysteriously orbits backwards or in retrograde. Fact number 2. Many astrobiologists believe that Neptune contains an unbelievably hot boiling ocean despite its cold atmosphere. They claim that the water doesn't boil away or disappear altogether because the extreme atmospheric pressure keeps it all trapped inside. Fact number 3. Neptune is one of those planets that actually have rings around it. Except, unlike Saturn, they're not all visible to our naked eye. Only 2 of them are. There are 5 rings, and they're named Eta, Arago, Lassell, Leverrier, and Gall. Welcome to the last installment of our planetary series. In this video, we're featuring the 8th and farthest planet in orbit around the Sun, Neptune. Neptune, much like Uranus or Uranus, depending on where you're from, has been dubbed as a giant ice planet due to its compositional makeup. It is about 2.8 billion miles away from the Sun, but to put it in perspective, think of it as being 30 times farther away from the Sun than planet Earth itself, which also makes it incredibly cold and dark, with minimal sunlight, only able to reach it in 4 whole hours, as opposed to it reaching Earth in merely 8.5 minutes. And not surprisingly, Neptune's hours of peak sunlight are barely lit up by the sun, and even so, most of the time it is just plain dark and ugly inside. Ugly due to its extremely cold and strong winds that average out even up to 1,300 miles per hour. Yeah, if you're thinking that life up there in Neptune is impossible, you're definitely in the same camp as astrobiologists, who state that the weather conditions are simply too volatile and unpredictable, and that most likely no microorganism could possibly adapt to its harsh patterns. Additionally, it might not be the largest planet in the solar system, as Jupiter takes the cake on that one, but it is 4 times bigger than Earth, with a diameter that measures up to 30,600 miles, as opposed to Earth's 7,900 miles. And if Earth were compared to a dime or a penny, then Neptune would be something along the lines of a tennis ball. The atmosphere of this deep azure blue planet is composed of hydrogen, helium, and methane. And just like the other giant planets, it does not have a physically tangible terrain. What is so incredibly strange about Neptune is the fact that it spins on its axis quickly enough to complete a 1-day cycle in merely 16 hours. However, it is so sluggish in the speed of its orbit around the Sun that it literally takes Neptune 165 Earth years to complete 1 revolution. Wow. The last time its orbit was completed was in 2011, which was the first time ever to do so since the planet was discovered. And that was way back in the year 1846. Neptune, as far as scientists know, possesses 14 moons. The largest of them is named after the Greek god Triton, although the name Neptune itself derives from the Roman deity who is known as the god of the seas or fresh water. And just like the tempestuous ocean, the Roman deity Neptune was always viewed as a volatile and bad-tempered being. His Greek counterpart, or should I say original version known as Poseidon, is rather similar, and both of the Greco-Roman accounts depict the deity to have been a rather promiscuous and forceful individual when it came to women, luring and even forcing all kinds of female figures like nymphs, goddesses, and even mortals. If you recall Saturn's rather morbid story, he attempted to swallow up all of his children, of whom Neptune and Jupiter were some of the key characters in the story. In order to prevent any of Saturn's children from overtaking his authority, he had swallowed up Neptune, but with some luck and trickery from Neptune's mother, he was regurgitated back, and thus both Jupiter and Neptune managed to overthrow their own father. With such a tragic family background, it is no wonder he was known as a volatile individual. Since ancient Rome often faced droughts, especially around the middle of the month of July, they also paid their respects to Neptune by way of holding a civic holiday and festival known as Neptunalia every July 23rd. Having been dubbed as a god of fresh water, he was honored in hopes of avoiding any potential or impending season of drought. Many people believe that Neptune symbolizes our inherent connection to the things that are divine, spiritual, and fosters endless creativity and dreams. Well, this last video wraps up our series. We genuinely hope you enjoyed and learned some interesting facts and myths about all of our wonderful planets. Please do like and subscribe to our videos for more exciting topics.